Okay, so just let me know when my screen is visible to you guys.
Visible, sir.
Okay, fine, thank you. So these are the three questions that we are about to dissect, I will say. Okay. So just start with the first question, and whosoever wants to participate in the discussion, just raise your hands. Okay, so that we can understand. It was not about the fastest finger version. Nevertheless. Okay, fine. So explore and evaluate the impact of work from home on family relationships. Okay, first, nothing. I will just ask you guys about the introduction. Okay, so uh, just introduction, nothing else. Okay, so yeah, so Divyanshi first.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have written in my introduction that work from home is
If
not
you
a...
can just keep your mic closer to your mouth because you are not that audible.
Okay. Right now, sir? Audible?
Better.
Okay, sir. Work from home is not a novel concept, but it has become a new normal during COVID-19. Work from home influence both the life environment as well as work culture, thus impacting the family relationships.
You try to bring it out, the work from home concept, that it is not new or something like that, and you relate it with the family. I will say sometimes KISS philosophy, that is keep it simple, works better. You should define the work from home over here on.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Girja.
Yes, sir. The emergence of work from home has reshaped the modern workforce, offering the promise of enhanced flexibility and work-life balance. However, this transformation has not been without consequences, particularly in the context of family relationships.
Okay, so I will say never use a negative tone within the starting of the introduction. Not not only these kind of things we should avoid in the introduction. As the idea was good, the idea is acceptable as well. Okay, fine. Sure, Ravir.
Yes, sir. So, owing to the COVID-19 pandemic outbreak, the culture of work from home professions, but this concept changed the family dynamics to a larger extent.
Rather than saying the but this change or something like that, the work it has also influenced.
Okay.
Don't say changed, influenced.
Mhm.
Okay. So rest everything is fine. You try to put up the significance basically, so it's acceptable. Then Girja, please lower your hand, else I will be confused whether you have spoken or not. Megha.
The spread of COVID-19 brought a major shift in the work culture globally, from traditional work from office to work from home, that has affected immensely the family relationships.
Very good enough. Very good introduction, I will say. You can just sense the kind of transition she has made, that what she is going to discuss in the question itself. You know that you have two options, explore and evaluate there. Okay, I have underlined the both the words. When you look at her introduction, explore. She started exploring when she compared traditional and the recent. Evaluate. When she is comparing, she will certainly evaluate as well. Good, Megha. Kriti?
Work from home is the term used to describe an employee who performs their role from home instead of an office environment. Family relations have critical impacts on well-being and mental health of a person.
Okay, so you were not able to interrelate these two things.
Yeah.
And no.
Interrelation.
So what you should have done, okay. So just a definition. So office has entered into houses of people. खत्म. हाउस में फैमिली है. होम वर्ड यूज कर लिया तो और स्पेसिफिक हो जाएगा. Got it?
Okay, sir.
Fine. So else it is a good introduction. Lachi?
The COVID-19 pandemic has led to a significant shift towards a work from home culture in India. This change has impacted family relations in various ways.
Okay, so these kind of introduction I will say avoid because you are just putting various ways, then you are starting. Introduction should be definition or clear within itself. Rather than give one liner heading, it has WFH has impacted family relationship in various ways. This can be one of the headings while solving the question. So heading was into the question. So I will say avoid it.
Okay.
So, okay, so whenever I'm giving the feedback, it's not about one person's feedback or the two persons feedback. Please be assured and ensure it that feedback is for everyone. If someone is making one mistake or is being applauded for the good introduction, you should learn from it. Okay, this is something what we call live discussion, live understanding. Okay, Sharan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am audible.
Yeah, continue.
The COVID-19 pandemic has led to a significant shift toward work from home future India. These changes have impacted 47% work from home.
Good enough. Okay,
Yes.
but you
Okay.
avoided the family data.
Okay.
So you should interrelate.
Sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, next, Karan.
So pandemic has led to significant shift in the way we work, with work from home being adopted by many organizations wherever possible, blurring the lines between office and home, and in a way affecting family relationships.
Good. Rather than affecting, say influencing.
Okay, sir. Influencing.
Okay. Even affecting your work, not bad, negative. I take back my suggestion. It will work. Okay. Good introduction though. I will say best till now. Okay, so Sharon, please lower your hand. Shorvir, you as well. I think I have spoken to you as well. Gopal.
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Yeah.
In the post-pandemic world, work from home has become new normal that has impacted many aspects of life, including the family relationship.
Good enough. Good introduction. Short and crisp. Okay, so I'll just stop it over here. I'm moving to the next question. Again, I will be dealing with only introduction, nothing else. Okay, only introduction, nothing else. Question number 2. Keep your hand raised, those who have not spoken or wanted to speak. Okay, so don't lower it. Sharon, you can lower your hand. If you have to ask something, just type in the chat box so that I can take your query. Just type query. Else I will be just confused. I wanted this session to be participatory for everyone. Okay. Just give me a second. Yes, so Abhishek Mishra.
Yes, sir.
Go for the introduction.
Sir, centralization refers to concentration of planning, resources, and decision-making power at the center, while state autonomy refers to power where states decide on their matters individually without influence.
Okay.
So इसमें सर एक introduction sir मतलब India is a multi-party democracy.
You just you just repeat your I will say introduction if possible.
The centralization refers to concentration of planning, resources, and decision-making power at the center, while state autonomy refers to power where states decide on their matter individually without influence. तो मतलब every state has can decide on their own, मतलब और state भी उसमें नहीं बोल सकते individually का वहाँ पे
Okay,
ये
I will say you are have n number of things to say. This introduction is the average kind of introduction. Okay, so it's not about the centralization or something. It's something of, let me go to other people, else I will explain. Not on the right track, I will say. Vandana.
ऐसा ही कुछ लिखा है मैंने भी सेंट्रलाइज, क्योंकि मुझे इसका इंट्रोडक्शन नहीं आ रहा था समझ।
आप गलत बोलिए, उसने भी गलत बोला, मैंने डाटा थोड़ी है उसको कोई।
यही नहीं, यही लिखा सेंट्रलाइजेशन
आपका नेटवर्क
ऑफ प्लानिंग एंड डिसीजन।
आपका नेटवर्क ठीक नहीं है, कैमरा ऑफ करके आप दोबारा बोलिए।
एक सेकेंड, ठीक है।
या बेटर।
Centralization means concentration of planning and decision making power to bring uniformity in governance.
Leave it.
While state autonomy means authority.
Leave it. Okay, the next Sai Kiran.
Okay.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
India adopted a federal structure after independence with a clear separation of powers between center and states, which have influence on interests of national and regional parties.
Good enough. So the thing is that when something is talking about the centralization, something is talking about the state autonomy, the concept is about the federalism. So introduction should be about it. So when you are talking about this, who is it? Who is it?
सर गलती से मेरे से बोला गया।
Okay.
अब्दुल सर, सॉरी।
Okay, fine. So just whenever it is about the two governments, one at the central level. एक मिनट अब्दुल, I will take, just let me explain. कोई क्वेरी है या कुछ इंट्रोडक्शन बोलना है?
इंट्रोडक्शन
यार, I will speak to you once all the hands are raised na in the same manner. Okay, so it's about the federalism, it is more or less. Okay, fine. So Kavya.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I have written two introductions. The first one is general. Election Commission recognizes political parties as national parties or state parties depending upon their performance in the general election. And the second one is in line with the rising aspirations of India, the party system has evolved from one party dominance to alliance-based multi-party with the rise of regional parties.
Okay, fine. So here, see, when it is about apart from it, whenever we are talking about the other things, don't miss this federalism. However, you have uniquely touched the party system, which is equally a good way that you are going to discuss the political parties. Okay, so even that is acceptable.
So here one confusion regarding writing this. It is about the national parties, like political parties and state parties, right?
Yeah.
Can we include a central government and state government? The government also come into play here?
See, party can never be affected with the centralization. When the political parties are fighting, it is about they are fighting to make the government. So indirectly, they are. The question is about the power. Power lies in the hands of the government. Got it?
Okay. The main focus should be on the federal aspects only?
Yeah. It is about this. Why the regional parties want state autonomy? Because they are powerful in the state. So everyone wants to maximize its power.
Yes.
So this is literally a concept or the gist of this question. Okay.
Okay.
So it's not only about the political parties. Okay, just one suggestion, Kavya, and others as well. Whenever we are solving any question, it is related to your optional. Okay, you just switch off your optional mind. I hope Kavya, you got my point. It's not about the political parties only.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess Shauravir, I have already spoken to you or not? कोई question है?
Sir, in the previous question.
हाँ, तो अभी रुक जाओ, एक बार सबका बंद दो, ठीक है? तो I will ask again. So Gopal भी हो चुका है, I guess. Abdul.
Sir, though India is constitutionally a federal country, the actual functioning of the federal system is defined by the multi-party system of the country that results into power tussle.
Abdul, I think I lost you in between. Could you please just repeat your last
Okay,
line
sir.
only? Last line only.
Multi-party system of the actual functioning of the federal system is defined by the multi-party system of the country that results into power tussle among the federal units.
Good enough. That's what I wanted to talk. Okay, so here it is more or less about power. Good introduction, Abdul. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, good. So moving to the question number 3. So everyone can raise their hand, and I will start with Ayushi, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So question number 3.
Yeah.
The transformation and qualitative upgradation of the agricultural, horticultural, and fisheries produce through systematic value addition can be defined as food processing industries. Food processing industry is the 5th largest industry in India, which contributes to about 6% of the GDP.
Okay, so I will say it's a kind of data-driven intro. Okay, and it is acceptable up to an extent, but the definition that you have given, it is very long. It should have taken at least 4 lines of yours. Okay, so see, what I will suggest, whenever we are doing anything, so we should ensure that introduction should be in maximum 3 lines, maximum 4 lines. 2-3 line introduction is the best. If it is crisp, I have just said now, one of you have spoken a very crisp introduction. That was a very crisp and to the point. So sometimes what I feel, I usually say in my sessions to males aspirants that see, writing good introduction certainly do not means that good marks. Writing bad introduction certainly means a bad marks. Okay, sometimes I say introduction is of no marks, but it should be good. So in that case, if it has again no marks, then let it be. Yes, Abdul, doubt क्या?
Sir, body के regarding एक part का doubt है.
यार
Question
बॉडी पे आने
result.
तो देना अभी.
ठीक है सर, ओके ओके.
बॉडी छोड़ थोड़ी नहीं है, अभी पहले तीनों का इंट्रोडक्शन निपटाया, आएंगे ना बॉडी पे. सबके 6 पैक बनवा के भेजूंगा, टेंशन मत लो. ठीक है. Next. So introduction is something that I wanted to deliver. Okay. Then we will move to body as well. Don't you worry. 3 ही क्वेश्चन लिए, अच्छे से डिस्कस करके जाएंगे. सबको डिनर करने के बाद ही बुलाया इसीलिए. ठीक है. तो Gopal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, food processing industries are mainly MSMEs that convert raw agriculture products into processed food products. After that, sir, मैंने एक फ्लो चार्ट टाइप बनाया जिसमें एग्जांपल लिख के लिखा है कि raw potato when goes into FPI comes out as a chips.
देखो फर्स्ट लाइन से मैं एग्री नहीं कर रहा. मैं गन्ने का रस बेचता हूँ. Am I MSME? But I am processing the food.
Yes,
but I am not the industry. Okay.
Yes,
First thing, I just wanted to clear certain confusions that your statement has given. Then when you say MSME, you talked about the chips. Uncle Chips is not a MSME. Lay's is not a MSME. Well established industries. तुझ में और मुझ में खरीद लेंगे वो 2-4 लाख रुपए में पर डे के हिसाब से, और हम बिक भी जाएंगे इतने में. ठीक है.
Yes, तो इस वाले पार्ट को हटाना था MSME.
Exactly. MSME मतलब you can say that MSME has a greater share of the food in the food processing industries. Certainly it has. Okay, but it's not like that it's only about the MSME.
Yes, yes.
I cleared both the things. If as an individual I'm going, I'm not MSME, then I'm not also industry as well.
Yes, yes. Got your point.
Okay. Okay, next, Kriti.
The Indian food processing industry accounts for 32% of the country's total food market, one of the largest industries in India, and is ranked fifth in terms of production, consumption, export, and expected growth.
Why just I raised gave her a thumbs up. Reason is the scope word. When she has mentioned all the data, na, in conclusion, she can say, suppose she has just mentioned कि 20% share है, we should increase it to 40%. Scope बढ़ा दिया. Means she mentioned all the data, what kind of employment she is generating from that data, significance बताने में आसानी रहेगी. So in these questions, data driven introduction is good one. Good introduction करते हैं. ठीक है. Greja.
Yes, yes, sir. So the food processing industry in India has emerged as a pivotal player in the country's economic landscape, fostering growth and development with a rich agricultural heritage and diverse cuisine. India possesses an abundance of raw materials, making it an ideal hub for food processing.
दोबारा बोलो, मैंने एक मैसेज पढ़ने के चक्कर में पहली लाइन मिस कर दी है. That is my fault actually.
Yes.
First line
The
below.
the food processing industry in India has emerged as a pivotal player in the
ठीक है.
country's economic.
Got it. I think good introduction, but it can be crisp. Now, I think you have written in 3-4 lines or more than
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, it's 4 lines.
Okay, it can be made crisp. So, give me the idea. What idea you want to convey?
Like rich agricultural heritage with diverse kinds of foods.
You actually want to say that it will help in diversifying agriculture.
And
Got
it
it?
will enhance our economic growth. Yes, sir.
Yeah, diversification of agriculture means monotonous nature is being eradicated or being minimized from our agriculture. Certainly, it will bring economical growth. Okay, that is one of the recommendations from the Ashok Dalwai committee, doubling farmers' income. Okay. So yes, diversification is there. So you talk about the diversification itself in the very first line. Your introduction will become crisp. Okay, good. Megha.
Food processing industry have emerged as a sunrise sector by contributing a significant percentage to the GDP of India.
And now, what I will say, significant percentage. When I do not have the data, I will write the significant and it is acceptable. Since I asked you to prepare, you should, Abdul, please mute yourself. I will ask you when to unmute. बीच में disturbance आता है यार ऐसे फिर.
Extremely sorry, sir.
ठीक है. So where was I? Significant. So rather than saying significant, Mega bring out certain number who are there.
Okay, sir. सर एक्चुअली बॉडी में भी बहुत सारा डेटा रिपीट हो रहा था, तो इंट्रोडक्शन मैंने बाद में लिखा, तो आई थॉट कि सिग्निफिकेंट से रिप्लेस कर दूं.
Significant, you cannot. Introduction should be crisp, clear, like a crystal.
ओके सर.
इंट्रोडक्शन में यहाँ पे सिग्निफिकेंट नहीं चलेगा, डेटा आएगा.
ठीक है सर. ठीक.
ओके, श्रेय.
सर ये लिखा है एफपीआई फूड प्रोसेसिंग इंडस्ट्री मेक्स पेरिशेबल फूड प्रोडक्ट्स इंक्रीज इट्स शेल्फ लाइफ and ensure its reach to the needy and commercial section. Since it contributes 30% of the food market of India, therefore it is demographically relevant.
You have written it a body part as an introduction, not acceptable at all. Whatever you have told me is the significance of the question.
Okay.
Significance, उसकी महत्वपूर्णता क्या है, उसका importance क्या है, वो आपने बता दिया मुझे. और वो तो body का part है.
तो ये लिखा ना सर डेमोग्राफिकली रेलिवेंट.
ये आपकी बॉडी के पार्ट को इंट्रोडक्शन नहीं बना देगा.
जी.
ठीक है. ओके. अब्दुल.
Hello. Given that India is agrarian country with rural distress, bracket 25% GDP, 50 and 55% employment, 2011 census, Dalwai panel and Union Budget 2021 have recommended to develop backward and forward linkages via food processing industry.
Starting, I found little bit of negative kind of thing. Can you do
Sir,
it better?
रूरल डिस्ट्रेस हटा देता हूँ.
If I say, Abdul, तेरे में ये कमी है, it's negative. Abdul, इस चीज को improve कर ले यार. Positive, I'm telling you. Just reframe it. I'm giving you 2-3 minutes. Reframe it. I've given you a hint. You got the hint or not?
No, sir.
No, sir. See, the way you said rural distress, I will say it, whatever data you have mentioned, it will help in minimizing the rural distress. Fill data, whatever you have put up. Now, can you reframe?
Sorry, sir, I didn't get that one.
You repeat your question, I will reframe for you.
Elaborate, repeat the question.
You just repeat your introduction.
Given that India is agrarian country with rural distress, bracket 26% GDP and 55% employment 2011 census, comma, Dalwai panel and Union Budget 2021, Union Budget 21 have recommended to develop backward and forward linkages via food processing industry.
Food processing industries can help us or India to enhance the contribution of agriculture in GDP and reduce the number of disguised employment in the agriculture sector, which presently stands at 25% of GDP.
Okay, okay, sir.
यही बोल रहा था मैं. सेम बात को अलग तरीके से कहा जा सकता है. That is
you have given more importance to food processing industry in the जब आपने पहले ही जब मेंशन कर दिया था.
Obviously that the question is asking for the same.
मैं
Apart from that,
वही skip कर दिया.
And what I'm saying, you are not
mistake.
getting it. Your idea is good, but the way you have presented it was not that good.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Divyanshi?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have written food processing sector has emerged as an important segment of Indian economy as it contributes 11% of GVA in agriculture and 10% GVA in manufacturing sector.
Good. Excellent. Good. Karan?
According to PIB, food processing sector contributes to 12.2% of employment in the registered manufacturing sector. Overall, the food processing sector contributes 8% of nation's GDP.
Good introduction, but I will never say according to PIB. FPI contributes this, that, whatever you have written, I will write PIB in the bracket. In the end.
Okay, sir.
It will save my 3 words.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, anyways, let me see who have not spoken so far. I guess everyone has spoken so far. Abdul, कोई question है क्या? Yes, Kriti.
सर एक डाउट था. जैसे आपने इंट्रोडक्शन बताया तो उसमें आपने एक नया टर्म ले लिया डिस्गाइज्ड अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट और डिस्गाइज्ड एम्प्लॉयमेंट. तो फिर एक वो नया कॉन्सेप्ट हो जाएगा. और आप बोलते हो कि वो अवॉइड करना चाहिए हमें इंट्रोडक्शन.
लेकिन मैंने ब्रैकेट में वहां पे दे रखा है उसको. और डिस्गाइज नॉट समथिंग काइंड ऑफ जार्गन आई एम यूजिंग. ब्रैकेट में जब एम्प्लॉयमेंट की बात की है मैंने, तो मैं बॉडी में उसको क्लियर करूंगा. दैट विल हेल्प मी इन क्लियरिंग माय स्कोप.
ओके.
So in general, I will not say use. Okay, I am still sticking to my statement. That was a particular case.
Okay.
Okay, got it?
Okay, sir, got it.
Okay. So I guess introduction we have discussed enough for all the 3 questions. let's move to the body. Okay, and when it comes to the body, you should be aware that whatever I'm talking about the body, or whenever I'm talking about the body, it is more about what headlines, not the content. Okay, first you tell me the headlines, then we will move further. Question number first. Just let me clear my board as well. Yeah. So Karan.
सर पहली हेडिंग है पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट ऑफ वर्क फ्रॉम होम। इसमें वो सारे लिखे हुए हैं, 5 पॉइंट लिखे मैंने, फिर उसके बाद नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट, फिर 5 पॉइंट हेडिंग के साथ है। जैसे पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट में पहला पॉइंट इंक्रीज्ड फैमिली टाइम, सेकंड रिड्यूस्ड स्ट्रेस, तीसरा फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी ऑफ शेड्यूल, फोर्थ बॉन्डिंग विद चिल्ड्रन, फिफ्थ मोर टाइम फॉर एल्डरली पेरेंट्स। फिर नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट की हेडिंग आती है, फिर अगले 5 पॉइंट नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट के हेडिंग्स के साथ। Decreased quality of family time, increase in domestic violence against women, isolation, lack of privacy, increased responsibility for women। बस फिर सर उसके बाद कंक्लूजन।
Okay, so headings I'm not satisfied, but points I am. Divyanshi.
सर इस आंसर में थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन था। मैंने भी हेडिंग मतलब दो तरीके से देने की कोशिश की है। पहले मैं आपको पहला एस्पेक्ट बता देती हूँ कि सम ऑफ द पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट्स अपॉन फैमिली रिलेशनशिप। तो पहली हेडिंग होगी पॉजिटिव में पर्सनल रिलेशनशिप, देन फाइनेंशियल, देन साइकोलॉजिकल, देन बिहेवियरल। और उसके बाद नेगेटिव शेडो पैंडेमिक, सेकेंड हेडिंग अपॉन चिल्ड्रन, देन इम्पैक्ट ऑन फीमेल, देन फाइनेंशियल कंस्ट्रेंट्स। सर एक तो ऐसे कोशिश की है, और दूसरा तरीका ये था जैसे करण ने बताया, तो उसमें मतलब सब पार्ट्स में उसको ब्रेक करके, तो वो बताऊं या नहीं?
करण वाला तरीका है ना, फिर
हाँ, बस पॉइंट्स थोड़े अलग हैं, मतलब उसमें एक दो चीज एक्स्ट्रा है।
पॉइंट्स की भी बात नहीं करनी।
ओके
कृति।
Sir, same as Karan's. Positive impact of work from home on family relationships. Points are family bonding, flexibility of work, increased work efficiency, division of labor in domestic chores. Negative impact of work from home on family relationship, limited personal space, distractions, mental
Okay,
exhaustion.
just a minute. Anyone who has answered explore, because whatever you said, if the question is about the evaluate on, so you can say positive, negative, and take the side that you want to say, or whatever the conclusion you want to put up. I'm asking about the what is the word explore, the way you have answered. Anyone, just type in the chat box so that I can take your, the person who thinks that yeah, I have answered this. Explore. Anyone? No, I'm not asking about the conclusion. Yes, Abdul, explore what few points.
Sir, just one point. I was writing that answer. Sir. New work-life balance, simultaneously working personal and professional work. I mean, doing personal and professional work, cooking and attending meeting at the same time. I was writing the answer, sir, right now. That's why explore part.
So what have you done in the last 24 hours?
Sir, I didn't know that we have to write the answers.
You not need not to write the answer, but content should have been ready. Okay, as I have said that in the last session. But you are on right track. That's why I'm not giving you a good scolding as well. Because when your track is right, I am happy. Ultimately, that matters. Yes, Abhishek.
सर फुल पॉइंटर्स बताने हैं
हेडिंग्स बता दो आप, मैं फुल पॉइंटर समझ जाऊंगा.
सर मतलब सर इंट्रोडक्शन है सर, उसके बाद एक लाइन है कि इम्पैक्ट ऑफ द वर्क फ्रॉम होम ऑन फैमिली रिलेशनशिप.
How you have answered explore? Just let me know that.
सर पॉजिटिव्स में डाले हैं सर 4 पॉइंट.
Explore.
सर पहला स्ट्रॉन्ग फैमिली बॉन्ड्स एंड बेटर केयर ऑफ ओल्ड एज मेंबर्स. सेकंड सर बेटर डाइट ड्यू टू as people are more inclined to homemade food. And third point is sir better health because sir more inclination था towards ayurvedic products and yoga.
अरे यार नहीं, एक्सप्लोर वर्ड का पूछ रहा हूँ.
और सर reduced commuting time भी घर पे आप spend कर सकते थे जो
पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट है ना, मैं तो एक्सप्लोर का पूछ रहा हूँ. व्हाट इज एक्सप्लोर हो रहा है? हाँ श्योर, देन कृति.
सर मैंने ऐसे थोड़ा सा उसको जनरल फैमिली सिचुएशंस, फिर नीचे पॉइंटर्स में फर्स्ट कम्युनिकेशन है, फिर सेकंड दैट इट्स अ विन सिचुएशन फॉर वुमेन, देन थर्ड मैंने उसको एजुकेशन से लिंक कर दिया है.
लाइक
और सर फिर उसके बाद कंक्लूजन सर एजुकेशन में लाइक रिमोट टीचिंग एंड लर्निंग had a deep impact on children as online classes can be a temporary substitute, but in the longer run the academic capabilities of students were deteriorated and so was the psychological impact of gadgets on their mind. ऐसे ही सर विन सिचुएशन फॉर वुमेन में मैंने ये लिखा है कि द कंसेप्ट अलाउज यू टू वर्क रिमोटली फ्रॉम योर प्लेस ऑफ कंफर्ट. द लाइफ ऑफ अ टिपिकल वुमेन was seen improved as there was no traveling and the time could be easily canalized for her family and household chores. Then sir communication में
एक्सप्लोर में यार आंसर नहीं आ रहा था. एक दो पॉइंट्स थे लेकिन वो आई थिंक पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव में कवर कर रहा था. कृति.
Sir, I have written post-pandemic work from home has emerged as a rapidly growing future work arrangement, as evident by a recent survey by Times of India, which revealed that more than 80% prefer work from home over work from office. With work from home, office has entered the homes, which will impact the family relations as follows. उसके बाद positive impacts and negative impacts.
गुड. थोड़ा सा ट्रैक पे है अविल से. Different instruments price. Good enough. Skavya, could you please speak? Kavya. Okay. Fine. So let me address it now first. When it is mentioned, explore, evaluate. See, your structure of answer matters a lot. When it is the evaluate, then it means you have to say it, take it as a positive or negative. But explore is nothing but enumerate kind of word over here. Explore in what areas work from home has affected family relations. Explore करना. When I say go and explore what you want, what you want to do in your life. Sir, I want to do painting. Okay, you have to explore. So how work from home impacts family? This is the thing you have to focus. Now, how it will be different from the evaluate, here you will be just mentioning it. For example, as Kavya has just put up, spouse. I'm not evaluating here. My question was, see, every point is there. I'm not telling you to that your point is not there or you have spoken irrelevant. I'm again asking again, what does the word, this word particularly explore means? So what I will do, I will just say more time between couples. When suppose I just write it out. But when I will evaluate the same, I will say domestic violence bhi बढ़ गया है. Now people know about their extramaritals. This is truth of the COVID. Okay. So domestic violence बढ़ा. Just read about it. I'm not telling कि मतलब कुछ भी बोल रहा हूँ. So when I say explore, I will just give one heading, impact of. So I will just give 1, 2, 3, 4. ब्रैकेट में अगर मैं लिख भी दूंगा एक्सप्लोर के लिए आंसर कर रहा हूं मैं, then I will go for the positive negative. Here I will not give much time. I know I'm just giving hint to examination that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And by the time your 5 points are ready, you are ready for the analysis of the same. This is how your structure should have been. I'm not questioning your answer and all. Yes, Gopal.
सर जब मैं मतलब इस आंसर का फ्रेमवर्क तैयार कर रहा था तो मैंने सोचा था एक्सप्लोर को मतलब एड्रेस करना, बट सर इसमें मेरे को ये दिक्कत आ रही थी कि कंटेंट लिमिटेड है और सर उसका रिपीटिशन नहीं हो जाएगा सर, मतलब एक्सप्लोर और उसमें सर.
See, where is the repetition? I'm saying just write 1, 2, 4 or 5 points. Okay, just enumerate kind of thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This much space. Where the hell we are repeating over them? Now we are talking about the positives. Even if you take this, it will help you as a heading. This analysis is your something evaluation that you are doing now for this question. Are you getting it?
मतलब सर एक डायग्राम के वे में भी शो कर सकते हैं, मतलब आप ये कहना चाह रहे हो?
हाँ, even diagram will work. I said na, enumerate way.
Yes, sir. Okay.
You should give respect to the question, nothing else. Got it? So I think this has been addressed. Now I'm moving to the second part. Second question, sorry. Body. Who will speak first, Megha?
So same question, no?
No. Question number 2, body.
So मेरे को इसमें सेकंड वाले में ये था, सॉरी इस वाले में
क्या बोलो, डाउट है कुछ?
फर्स्ट वाले में, हाँ जी सर.
बोलो.
सर जो आपने बोला कि मतलब जो एक्सप्लोर वाला पार्ट है, तो मतलब यू मीन टू से ना कि जैसे हमने एनालाइज तो किया इम्पैक्ट में, उसको पूरा स्टेटमेंट फॉर्म में आपने खोल के दिया कि ये इम्पैक्ट हुआ, तो मतलब उसका एक वन वर्ड सब्स्टिट्यूशन या एक कि किस उसने चीज को हिट किया है वो हमको डालना है एक्सप्लोर में.
एग्जैक्टली.
ओके,
दैट्स इट.
ठीक है सर.
ओके, so next. Let me see those who haven't spoken so far. Sharon, what should be the body of question second?
Yes, sir.
Body of question second.
Second one, sir.
Yeah.
Second, sir. Sir, body, sir.
Yes.
Political and social reasons, sir, and financial reason and administrative reasons, and political and the region party and favor of the state autonomy. Thus include
I'm not asking
heading,
for
sir.
the pointers. I'm not discussing the pointers. Don't you worry. I just wanted to have just direct headings only.
Heading. I am telling you only heading, sir. National Party favor a centralization that headings on political and social reasons and financial reasons and administrative reasons. That's all, sir. Then I am telling on second heading, sir. The regional parties are in favor of the state autonomy, political, social reasons and financial reasons and administration reasons.
Same reasons. Yeah, fine. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough.
Yes.
Who else? Shreya?
सर इसमें वही है, फर्स्ट पॉइंट लिखा है कि वाई नेशनल पार्टीज फेवर सेंट्रलाइजेशन, और सेकंड पैराग्राफ लिखा है स्टेट वाई स्टेट पार्टीज फेवर स्टेट ऑटोनॉमी, रीजनल पार्टीज फेवर स्टेट ऑटोनॉमी, फिर उसको एक्सप्लेन किया है फर्दर.
Okay. Fine. Sharon has done it better. She has not she. He has divided it in political, social, economic. Okay. Other headings are there as well. I'm expecting someone of you will speak. Yeah, Vandana, you want to speak something?
No.
Okay. Karan?
हाँ सिर्फ सेम सा ही था जो पिछले वाले थे, उन्होंने जो बोला था कि पहले नेशनल पार्टी फेवर्स सेंट्रलाइजेशन एंड देन आई गिव 5 पॉइंट्स, फिर उसके बाद रीजनल पार्टीज फेवर स्टेट ऑटोनॉमी, फिर उसके बाद 5 पॉइंट्स.
ओके.
कुछ सब कैटेगराइजेशन नहीं करी थी, जैसे जो पहले वाले इंसान ने बोला था कि सोशल रीजंस, इकोनॉमिक रीजंस, पॉलिटिकल रीजंस, वैसे कोई कैटेगराइजेशन करी, सिंपल 5 पॉइंट्स मेंशन कर दिए.
कैटेगराइजेशन जरूरी है और कैटेगराइजेशन और होगी, अभी मेरा यही सुनना चाहता हूँ मैं. सो ही वाज ऑन राइट ट्रैक ओवर देयर. या दिव्यांशी?
Sir, first of all, I have written the first heading as a feature of federalism, then role of party politics in federalism. Then I have my third heading is मतलब ये सब एक एक लाइन में होगा इनका आंसर. India, why a unique federalism, quasi federal. Then I will mention these सब points जो सबने mention करे हैं. फिर मेरे question में एक flip side है, मतलब एक reason एक और है security, जो शायद किसी ने नहीं जोड़ा था. और flip side बताऊं कि फ्लिप साइड में सर मैंने ये लिखा है कि एज लॉन्ग एज द सीजेशनिस्ट टेंडेंसीज टेंड टू एग्जिस्ट, नेशनल पॉलिटिकल पार्टी विल बी प्रीफर सेंट्रलाइजेशन.
गुड सिस्टम. गिरजा?
Sir, I have written two main headings that.
कैमरा स्विच ऑफ कर लो. कैमरा स्विच ऑफ कर लो, नेटवर्क इशू कर रहा है.
Sir, I have written two main headings. Under that, sub-headings are there. The first heading is national parties on centralization. Under that, the sub-headings are national unity, effective governance, national security, uniform policies, economic integration by removing trade barriers, and the disaster management. And for the regional parties on state economy, under that the cultural diversity, regional aspirations, efficient resource management, and tailored policies that allows for the formulation of policies that are specific to the local conditions. These are the
good. Kavya?
Yeah, so first heading, national parties in favor of centralization. In that subheadings are constitutional principles and effective governance and developmental agenda. These are three subheadings. And in the second part, regional parties in favor of state autonomy. First subheading is base of origin, accommodating regional interest. And third one is misuse of institutions by center. And I gave flip side. I focused on parties only. Both national parties and regional parties depend on each other for accommodating their own interests through democratization of politics. It's however, both depend on each other.
Yeah. Works. Okay, so cooperative federalism. Okay.
Sir, but I didn't use the word federalism anywhere in the answer. Is it okay?
No, not okay. This is the keyword I will say you should use. That is a learning for you. That's why I said to keep public administration out of it. Even if you study public
But he
administration.
gave me political parties, na, so I focused only on parties.
Okay, so why regional parties and the national parties are important if the federalism is not there? Make it two-party system.
Okay.
Abdul, you want to say something?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, first is yes, sir. Our national parties in India favor centralization. Sir, Congress favored centralization as they were afraid of the secessionist tendencies in other parts of India. Example, Tamizgam movement or in the northeast region. Second point will be to form a stable government, to form a stable majoritarian government. Third point will be to get a Rajya Sabha majority. Fourth point, to prevent emergence of grassroots leaders that can challenge authority of the central leaders. Why regional party?
Wait. How centralization will help in the Rajya Sabha majority?
Sir, if yes, sir. Sorry, sir. That point needs to be discarded, sir.
Many points need to be omitted over there.
Okay, sir. Which point? Other points, sir.
You speak one, I will let you know which one.
To prevent emergence of grassroots leaders that can challenge the central party leadership.
Do you think this is why the centralization is being preferred? Or whenever you're writing the answer, it's more about a bureaucrat is writing the answer rather than a journalist. The way you are presenting it as if we want to curtail the grassroots leaders, that is not the truth.
Okay.
We need centralized power so that the developmental scheme, the government which have the more the resources dominates. Central government deals with the foreign entity. I don't want to discuss the answer over here.
Okay.
Not up to mark.
To have the fifth point, to have the autonomy in the functioning, like we saw in the case of DMK, that pressured during the Sri Lanka UNHRC war.
Too much negativity. Avoid it, na. So if you want to bring it out, it's better say regional party have regional leaders, cult leaders. Okay, why it's about that they are interfering? That's why I wanted to say, see, whatever Abdul you have said in the negative sense, I was using same when I was saying positive. Means I'm using the same concept in the positive manner. You say DMK intervened. I said central deal with the foreign entities. That's why they prefer centralization. What you want? Bangladesh Prime Minister comes. She deals with the for the Tista, she deals with the Mamata Banerjee ji. Then for any other state, she deals with that CM. That is what you want to do.
No, sir. That's why because of that, national party wants to consolidate its position.
That's what you have to say now. Like you don't have to say that DMK did this. You are kind of cribbing against the local government.
Okay, I won't write that examples.
Exactly. Okay, so that's what I'm questioning him. Like it's not about putting the names. You can certainly put the names if you are using it in a positive sense. You cannot say the Congress did same and say something negative.
Okay.
It's not about the political party. It's about the national party. What do you think? The Congress, being a national party, do not support the local issues. Where they do not have the seats, they are acting like a regional party so that they can have some base. They are avoiding the national agenda. For example, what they did in, I would not like to mention the same thing from the report.
Sir, 2 points of regional parties. To prevent the regional to assert the regional identity in the and maintain the linguistic identity. Andhra Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh Telugu movement. And second point will be the, as MN Srinivas pointed out, emergence of dominant caste in various regions as a generated regionalism feeling. So, in that sense, regional party asserts that dominant
So,
caste.
why are you saying that regionalism feeling and all? See, these are negative connotations. Abdul, you are not getting my point, I guess. As if you are taking that I am saying that you reduce this point or you don't use this point. My suggestion is to, rather than going this way, it's all about the perspective.
I was just saying, sorry, sir, I was just saying the answer. I'm open to your suggestion.
You
Sir.
are, see, it's not about the suggestion. You are not getting my point, I guess. Whenever I say, I don't want to repeat same point in every point of yours. It is not like that your idea is bad or your point is trash. Rather than Abdul, it is more about the how you represent it. You can say ki DMK against the need, as Kavya has put up. Now need is the national point. Okay. But when you say it caste and promotes regional, they want to promote. No, we do not want. Rather than this, you could have said the regional parties put the local interest, regional interest above the national interest in some areas for vote bank politics or something. And sometimes even their movements are good enough as well. They got the good results. For example, carving out Telangana from Andhra Pradesh was the regional demand. So how you put up it, I'm talking about it. It's not like that I'm negating, because sometimes I feel just you just want to tell your question, your answer. It's not about I want to listen your answer. If it is about the evaluation, I will ask you to write the answer. Evaluator will evaluate. My purpose of this session is to instill the sense of answer writing, or instill the art of answer writing, how to present it, how you have to write. But still, if you are in the mindset like I will just narrate all the points, you are making same mistake in almost 60-70% of the points. You try to understand, it's not about how many points I will correct you. It's more about the self-correctedness, self-improvement. I want to teach you the technique, how to utilize the same point in different perspective. It's not like that I'm negating your ideas. So let me make it very clear. So if I feel that someone is just narrating, let me complete. It's not only about you, it's about everyone present over here. See, if you are feeling that someone is evaluating your copy or evaluating something, and you will learn as much as points you speak, or it's about as much as suggestion you will get. No, it's not about that. The session is more about how you are going to instill that sense of self evaluation in you. Okay, how I could have written it. So correction over there only. Okay, fine. So yeah, who is next? Lanchi.
सर एक डाउट है
सर मेरे को
इसके बाद लेता
डाउट
हूँ मैं.
है.
हाँ बोलो
एक्चुअली
लंची.
आई नीड टू आस्क वन थिंग. सर जैसे रीजनल और नेशनल एस्पेक्ट्स के पॉइंट्स लिखने के बाद ये फेडरल स्ट्रक्चर लाइक वो पावर कैसे सेंट्रल और स्टेट्स के बीच में डिवाइड करता है, ये सारे पॉइंट्स में लिख सकता है ना?
हाँ, ये मैं डिस्कस करूंगा.
लाइक कोलैबोरेटिव अप्रोच जो यूज करता है.
ये मैं डिस्कस करूंगा. फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन आई विल डिस्कस द क्वेश्चन इटसेल्फ. या कृति.
ओके सर.
So, my body's first heading is National Parties Favor Centralization. Subheadings are Uniformity of Goals and Objective, Addressing National Issues, Better Chances of Winning Upcoming Elections, Uniformity in Legislation, to justify constitutional bias towards center, to enhance financial stronghold, effective disaster management, comprehensive foreign policy. And the second heading is regional parties favor state autonomy. Subheadings are to appear accountable, uh, bottom bottom up approach of planning, to preserve cultural diversity as a matter of constitutional right, better mobilization of resources, ambition of becoming national parties.
Good answer. See, Abdul, that's what I'm telling. She has used almost whatever point you have written, but she has used the same in the positive sense. Even her word, you can relate that you have written the similar point you want to say, convey the same idea. But the way she presented, the way you presented, that was the difference. That's what I was talking about. Thank you, Kriti. Yes, Abhishek, question पूछा, sorry, भूल गया.
सर वो फ्लिप साइड वाला पॉइंट क्या था सर, मुझे समझ नहीं आया सर, जो आप कह रहे थे कि वो फ्लिप साइड मेंशन
मैं डील
करना है.
मैं डील करूंगा इस क्वेश्चन को, बोला है ना मैंने, तो मैं करूंगा.
जी.
वंदना.
सर जैसे ये तो पॉइंटर्स तो हो गए सर, जैसे इस क्वेश्चन में ये नेशनल पार्टी फेवरिंग सेंट्रलाइजेशन और ये दोनों हेडिंग्स के बाद इसे एक्सप्लेन करने के बाद हम ये बता सकते हैं जैसे स्टेप्स लिए गए जो डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन के लिए 73rd और 74th अमेंडमेंट है, मतलब कुछ पॉइंटर्स उसके दे सकते हैं. जैसे 14th फाइनेंस कमीशन ने 42% फंड्स दिए स्टेट को, नीति आयोग आया प्लानिंग कमीशन की
एग्जैक्टली
जगह.
ये सब ये ठीक है, अब मैं डिस्कस कर ही लेता हूँ. ठीक है, फाइन. Okay, so introduction then. So first I will talk about the positive, body. Why national parties wants centralization. ठीक है, suppose ये heading दे दी मैंने. I'll talk all about then why regional parties talk about state autonomy. So Kriti has, I will say, that's why I clapped for her. She has literally made all the points. Now I will just give content enrichment to her answer. Okay, सिर्फ इसका पॉइंट अगर तुमने एक्सप्लेन भी कर दिया ना, इस क्वेश्चन के मार्क्स मिले हैं जो भी कृति ने मेंशन किया है. अब्दुल प्लीज म्यूट योरसेल्फ यार, बार बार भाई तू अनम्यूट कर लेता हो, फिर वो डिस्टरबेंस आती है मेरे को. कुछ ना कुछ पूछना है तो जस्ट लेट मी नो, टाइप इन द चैट बॉक्स एंड आई विल डील विद इट. ओके, next what I say, Divyanshi has mentioned something, but she hasn't mentioned Article 1. Article 1 क्या कहता है? India is union of states. It is not confederacy of states like America. So we can use that whenever you are talking, when I guess Sharan has mentioned administrative and all, financial and all. Suppose financial you are talking, rather than using, I will say, controversial examples, as Abdul has brought n number of controversial examples, I will say, why are you not using the GST? Why are you not using finance commission, as Vandana has brought out? So use constitution, articles, constitution bodies to answer this question, whatever point you have mentioned. Now I will come to the flip side. The flip side is that the people are saying that, okay, national party says centralization, regional party says state autonomy. Now whatever ulta it is there, it is flip side. National party promoting state autonomy in terms of n number of things. Any example where national party is promoting state autonomy?
Sir, the IS officers, their officers of all India services, they're recruited under the central government but working under the state government.
Okay, accepted.
Sir,
However,
environmental conservation.
यार एक एक करके बोला करो ना, हैंड रेज ही नहीं
सर
कर
बोलूं
रहा.
सर?
ट्राइबल अफेयर्स.
हैंड रेस करके छोड़ दो, मैं पूछ लूंगा. श्रेय.
ट्राइबल अफेयर्स.
Good enough. Tisa, Pita, whatever it is. Welfare is okay. So one thing, there are n number of subjects which are under state list, and whenever center comes up with some issue, they say this is model law. It is not like that you have to follow. Rather than you can bring the similar law in your state. Divyanshi.
So asymmetrical federalism, like special status to some states owing their
Good, good,
their
good, good. Got your point. Then apart from it, value regional parties, state autonomy, where they have favored centralization. Regional parties, CBI की जांच करवा दो. Centralization they are promoting. We need forces, CAPF, to deal with Naxalites. They are promoting centralization. यस श्रेय, अपना डाउट पूछ यार.
सर ये डाउट ये है ना कि जैसे इक्वेशन में तो ये पूछ रहा है ना नेशनल पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज और रीजनल पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज के रेफरेंस में, लेकिन हमारा आंसर तो सर गवर्नेंस के उस पे जा रहा है कि मतलब सेंट्रलाइजेशन क्यों अच्छा है और स्टेट ऑटोनॉमी में मतलब क्या एडवांटेज डिसएडवांटेज है. जो आपने करेक्ट आंसर बोला एक आया था ना, तो वो तो मेजरली फोकस कर रहा है इस चीज पे कि सेंट्रलाइजेशन का क्या फायदा है और स्टेट ऑटोनॉमी का क्या फायदा है, जबकि क्वेश्चन तो ये है कि नेशनल पार्टी वर्सेस स्टेट पार्टी का
अभी
क्या
जब
ये है.
सेम क्वेश्चन मैंने डिस्कस किया था, कहाँ सो रहा था, बस मुझे ये बता दे.
नहीं सोया नहीं दादा.
ऐसा हो नहीं सकता ना, मैं दोबारा डिस्कस करता हूँ. Be
ठीक है.
it national party, be it regional party, why they are alive? They are alive for the power. They cannot get the power without being in the government. So, regional parties want autonomy so that their government can come. National parties want centralization so that their government can come. Got it?
यस यस सर.
अब हो गया क्यों? क्वेश्चन सही है.
जी जी समझ गया.
This is the thing that you have to write in your answer, na?
Okay.
When you are talking about the why promotes this analysis, you will say it's ultimately about the power. I will not discuss the conclusion. Okay, I hope the flip side is clear as well. Now, regional parties promoting centralization, GST agreed central, GST voting 2/3 state के खाते में है. Center agreed for the state autonomy. So, flip side is more about the cooperative federalism rather than anything else. This is how you decode the question. Okay, third question, body. Divyanshi.
Yes sir. सर इसके स्कोप के लिए पहले आई हैव रिटन डिमांड साइड देन सप्लाई साइड. अब डिमांड साइड की हेडिंग्स है कि फूड सिक्योरिटी इन टर्म्स ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन, देन सेकंड राइजिंग डिमांड फॉर डाइवर्स कंज्यूमरिज्म और डाइवर्स फूड बास्केट, then third is rise in retail incomes due to nuclear family or urbanization. Now on supply side, avoiding high level of wastage, for example 35% in fruits and vegetables. Second is lower participation of organized sector, and third abundant supply of raw materials. This is the scope. Up significance. Significance में sir I have written like due to urbanization need of processed foods, then agriculture sector. आगे बोलो नहीं. एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में फार्मर्स डबलिंग इनकम, ऑल्सो डाइवर्सिफाइंग एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज, क्योंकि कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फार्मिंग होगी तो एम्पल टाइम मिलेगा उनको भी थोड़ा अलग कुछ करने का. Then I have written society के perspective से. Then investment और food inflation, then employment, then industry collaboration कि agriculture और startup schemes मतलब काफी कुछ collaborate हो जाएगा agriculture के साथ industries के साथ. Then last is growing health consciousness. So
ठीक
this
है,
is how I have written.
ठीक है. Get your
Sir, I started with the scope. The first point is this: it is the sixth largest food and grocery market. Then globally number one in producing some foods like mango, papaya, banana, milk. Then I elaborate to the in the initial period of modern India, the Europeans came to India for the trade. Basically, they found out that spices are there. So the
out of context जा रहा है. Stop. Karan.
सर स्कोप के अंदर पहले बता दिया कि लार्ज बेस ऑफ रो मटेरियल्स हमारे पास डाइवर्स है. फिर हाई कंज्यूमर डिमांड वाला पॉइंट बता दिया. फिर उसके बाद सिग्निफिकेंस की हेडिंग आती है. फिर उसके बाद 7-8 पॉइंट्स लिखे मैंने हेडिंग के साथ, जैसे एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन, इंक्रीजिंग फार्मर्स इनकम, क्रॉप डाइवर्सिफिकेशन, फूड फोर्टिफिकेशन, डिक्रीज इन फूड इन्फ्लेशन, ट्रेड बूस्ट, एनहांसिंग कंज्यूमर चॉइस. फिर उसके बाद फ्लिप साइड दी है. फ्लिप साइड में मैंने लिखा है कि अभी जो प्रेजेंट स्टेट है उसमें जो हमारा फूड प्रोसेसिंग इंडस्ट्री है उसकी ग्रोथ स्लो है, क्योंकि जो उसकी कॉस्ट है वो इंक्रीज है. फिर उसके बाद कंक्लूजन.
Flip side can be better. Okay, next who is it? Gopal.
सर हेडिंग दी है स्कोप एंड सिग्निफिकेंस. उसके अंदर पॉइंट्स हैं: एम्प्लॉयमेंट, रीजनल डेवलपमेंट, डबलिंग फार्मर्स इनकम, एक्सपोर्ट वैल्यू, डाइवर्सिफाइंग डाइट, जीडीपी ग्रोथ, कल्चरल इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ कंट्री, private partnership in farming, contract farming, innovation, research and development through hybrid varieties, lab to land approach, technology for aid of farmers, growing urbanization, both partners working, processed food easy to make. और सर उसके बाद एक challenges वाली हेडिंग भी थी. उसमें सर लोन्स नॉट एसेसिबल, क्वालिटी, ब्रांडिंग, एडवर्टाइजमेंट के इश्यूज हैं, टेक्नोलॉजिकल बैकवर्डनेस है, लैंड एक्विजिशन इश्यूज हैं. और सर
Challenges पूछे आपसे.
सर ये मेरे को मतलब मैंने मेंशन तो कर दिया, बट मेरे को डाउट भी है कि
10 मार्कर है.
challenges.
10 मार्कर है. क्वेश्चन 10 मार्कर है ना.
हाँ सर, बट मतलब आपने एक बार बोला था कि 2-3 पॉइंट मेंशन कर सकते हैं, मतलब अगर
मैंने जब भी बोला होगा मैंने पहले के लिए बोला होगा, मतलब इंट्रोडक्शन के बाद. आप ला रहे हो चैलेंजेस लास्ट में. फ्लिप साइड भी है इसमें. चैलेंजेस और फ्लिप साइड में से एक चूज करना होगा तो क्या चूज करेंगे?
फ्लिप साइड.
व्हाट योर आंसर? 10 मार्कर है ना. हमारे पास कंटेंट ओवरडू है. मैंने 10 मार्कर में हमेशा ये बोला है हमारे पास कंटेंट बहुत ज्यादा है तो टू द पॉइंट बात करेंगे. कंटेंट है ना इसमें बहुत ज्यादा.
मतलब इसमें 12-13 पॉइंट हो गए.
हाँ इसीलिए बोल रहा हूँ, और कोई बात नहीं. ठीक है, वैसे वेल एंड गुड. लंची.
Sir, in scope, I have written that India holds the sixth largest food and grocery market in the world. And second point and third point थोड़ा मैंने वो graphical लिया, मतलब थोड़ा analytical लिया है. That 32% of country's total food market size लिया है पूरा, जिसके अंदर market area describe किया है. Then fifth rank in terms of production consumption. And the third point is that 8.80% and 8.39% of gross value addition in manufacturing and agriculture sector, 13% of India's export,
You will get good marks because your question
and
GS3 से
6%
है.
in industrial investment.
You will get good marks
Thank
क्योंकि
you.
क्वेश्चन GS3 का नहीं on lighter note नहीं बोल रहा मैं हंसने की जरूरत नहीं है. Okay, fine.
Then in significance, I have written subpoints like enhance farmers' income, minimize wastage. Then third is promoting exports, modern technologies, generating employment, reducing malnutrition and crop diversification. एंड देन सर उसके बाद एक छोटा सा चार्ट बना के लाइक जो पॉलिसीज वगैरह है एग्रीकल्चर प्रोग्राम्स को या फूड इंडस्ट्रीज को प्रमोट करने के लिए वो लिख सकते हैं लाइक नेशनल फूड प्रोसेसिंग पॉलिसीज 2019, देन एग्रीकल्चर एक्सपोर्ट पॉलिसी 2018, देन ग्राम समृद्धि योजना एंड ऑल ये सारी चीजें.
Good. So here Madhvi has mentioned that what I have to mention, so I will use it. Scope, large sea coast, lakes for fishing products. So food processing industry is not only about the agriculture, it's also about the other things. Okay, so she has mentioned over there. The next point, how, sir, how do we decide the flip side is needed in the question? Every question has the flip side. Okay, so we need not to decide. Generally, we have the flip side. Next, Kriti.
So very much same as Rachi's.
Okay, fine then. Okay. So let's have a quick discussion over the conclusion. Okay, so those who haven't spoken so far, Megha, are you there? Not then. Vandana, conclusion of any question? First question है.
सेकंड का लिख, फर्स्ट का भी बोल देती हूँ जो लिखा है.
First का बोलो.
फर्स्ट का मैंने लिखा है कि बेटर कम्युनिकेशन, conflict resolution skills और dividing responsibilities and having dedicated work from home space are the need of the hour because work from home will be the arrangement for the future.
I will say above average kind of conclusion. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Abhishek.
So despite some negatives of work from home, yet with proper adaptive process, understanding and collaboration, it can become a success in coming future.
It can become success as if it has failed right now. ऐसे word use मत करो. It can
not
become.
failed, sir, मतलब वो starting में डाला ना कि despite some negatives of work from home, but with 3 points.
Let me complete again. See, you have mentioned, okay, despite the short,
Yes.
despite WFH shortcomings, WFH is going to stay here. अब stay करना तो उसको improvements के बारे में बात कर लो. उसके बाद क्या सक्सेस और फेलियर में जा रहे हो.
Okay, correct.
Clear boundaries between work and family. Okay, fine. Who is next? Sharon.
Yes, sir. Conclusion is strength of communication and conflict resolution, skill dividing responsibility, and having a dedicated workspace from home are need to of the house because work from home will be the arrangement for the future.
Above average. Karan.
No doubt, work from home is the future, evident from the record increase in productivity seen in the pandemic times. However, it needs to be balanced by employees and their family members.
मजा सा नहीं आ रहा. Abdul.
Hello. Work from home will become new, is bound to become new work style, given the digitization revolution and gig economy. But there is need for legal steps in bracket no calls after working hours and social steps in bracket drawing lines between work and office and taking care of children.
गुड इनफ एग्जाम्पलिफिकेशन के साथ इसने अच्छा डिफाइन कर दिया है जो आप लोग वेगनेस पे छोड़ रहे थे. गुड. शौर्यवीर.
So work from home can said to be a two-edged sword. It can be a problem solver as well as a foundation of conflicts. Therefore, maintaining a work-life balance is the key.
Key for what? Key to your house, my house.
Key to yeah, to utilize the work from home concept significantly.
कुछ भी बना रहा है तू रहने दे, पूरा
तो सर ये
कर
तो
ले
चल
बस.
जाएगा
नहीं चलेगा, पूरा बना ले इसको, आधा अधूरा मत छोड़. ठीक है. वैसे अच्छा ट्राई है, मतलब आइडिया ठीक है. की टू, जैसे मैंने बोला ना, वो कंप्लीट करना है. की टू व्हाट? माइंडफुल लाइफ. ओके फाइन. की टू व्हाट? सक्सेसफुल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. की टू व्हाट? दो तो मैंने दे दिए, चार पांच तो सोच लो. मतलब दिस इज गुड, जस्ट इनकम्प्लीट था. ठीक है गोपाल.
Work from home has opened new opportunities, but at the same time, challenges need to be taken care in order to have a good work-life balance.
ठीक है, अब तुम लोग यहीं तक जा रहे हो तो मैं इसको कंक्लूड कर देता हूं. वर्क फ्रॉम होम, नो, it will travel to work from a anywhere. I was traveling, I was on a trip, I took some sessions of mails on my tablet itself. Working from anywhere. The learnings, so I'm just concluding it. The learnings from work from home should be utilized for upcoming work from anywhere concept. That's it. Futuristic, as I told you. Yeah, question number second, conclusion. Lunchy.
The preference for centralization among our national parties and state autonomy among regional parties in India can be attributed to their differing priorities, constituencies, and organizational structure. Balancing these competing interests is crucial for
इतना बड़ा
fostering-
कंक्लूजन नहीं लूंगा मैं, माफ करो. खत्म ही नहीं हुआ. नहीं,
सर बिल्कुल नहीं, इसमें से शॉर्ट करना पड़ेगा.
बहुत ज्यादा शॉर्ट करना पड़ेगा. इट्स लाइक यू आर गिविंग अ बॉडी विद इन द कंक्लूजन.
नहीं,
ठीक है, ये नहीं चलेगा,
ठीक
बिल्कुल
है
नहीं
सर.
चलेगा. कृति.
अच्छा सर, इसके अंदर जो
हाँ.
last वाली लाइन है वो इंक्लूड कर सकती हूँ मैं?
दोबारा बोलो लास्ट वाली जो बोल रहे हो.
That cooperative federalism and ensuring effective governance. Cooperative federalism and ensuring effective
You can use,
governance
you can
in
use,
diverse and
you can
complex
use,
country like India.
you can use. It will work.
Okay, sir.
As opined by our honorable Prime Minister, it is about the team India. Kriti.
Constitution envisages cooperative federalism by clearly demarcating state and central list in Schedule 7. However, there is a need to abate fear among regional parties for unity and integrity of India.
Good enough. Short and yes. Divyanshi.
It is a common aspect of complex and competitive politics to go for different agendas, yet nothing should be done at the cost of national interest. As the first Prime Minister held that who will survive if India dies?
Repeat.
It is a common aspect in complex and competitive politics to go for different agendas, yet nothing should be done at the cost of national interest, as the first Prime Minister held that who will survive if India dies.
Okay, fine, fine. I missed the last one. Okay, fine. Works. Vandana.
There should be a balance between centralization and state autonomy on the lines of cooperative federalism, and both parties have to work on the common goal of Team India. Only then objectives like liberty, equality, fraternity will be achieved.
लास्ट वाली लाइन को ऑब्जेक्टिव्स के फालतू को लिखने की जरूरत, ऑब्जेक्टिव्स और विजन ऑफ फाउंडिंग फादर्स,
ऑब्जेक्टिव्स और
ऑब्जेक्टिव्स काट दिया मैंने, विजन ऑफ फाउंडिंग फादर्स विल बी चेरिस्ड, खत्म, या विल बी रीच्ड और कुछ ऐसा, मतलब उनके सपनों को हम साकार कर पाएंगे, दैट्स इट। यस अब्दुल।
सर डाउट है, सर डाउट है कि कंक्लूजन थोड़ा नेगेटिव लिख सकते हैं बिकॉज
बिल्कुल
इट्स
नहीं लिख सकते,
रिलेटेड।
बिल्कुल भी नहीं लिख सकते।
ओके सर, तो फिर नहीं पॉइंटेड।
थोड़ा का बिल्कुल नेगेटिव नहीं लिखेंगे कंक्लूजन। ओके शरण।
This both national and regional parties constituted the essence of Indian parliamentary system and have ensured the continuity of federal politics in India.
Good enough. Good answer. Good conclusion.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Going to the third question. Okay, Gopal.
सर सेकंड का बोलना है कंक्लूजन और थर्ड का?
पहले गोपाल थर्ड का बोलो, सेकंड हो गया, बहुत हो गया, आ गया लगभग उसमें सब कुछ जो बुलवाना था।
Food processing industries have great potential if exploited efficiently, can play a huge role in economic development at the same time in the regional development of the country.
दोबारा बोलिए।
Food processing industries have great potential if exploited efficiently, can play a huge role in economic development of the country at the same time in the regional development of the country.
It is there, but substantiate करना पड़ेगा, whether it has been mentioned in some policy, mentioned by some leader, or you have data to supplement.
मतलब अभी कुछ मैंने हाँ नहीं मेरे पास
नहीं, मतलब इसमें सब्सटेंशियल ज्ञानबाजी लग रही है अभी, एवरेज काइंड ऑफ इंट्रोडक्शन।
yes.
Sir, as you suggested to Vanna, it was a kind of essence of preamble. Yes, Ayushi, rightly observed. Okay, so Kriti.
Food processing industry has great potential to grow much more than the current levels with targeted government interventions and policy support. It is an important sector. It can be an important sector to contribute to India's aim of a 5 trillion economy by 2025.
Okay, so last part should be your focus. ऊपर का थोड़ा कर सकते तो उसका थोड़ा कम हो जाएगा, ठीक है? As Madhvi just pointed out, Madhvi, you are speaking as if just the things that I wanted to mention. You should have mentioned, Kriti, in your conclusion, it was a room to mention PM Kisan Sampada Yojana.
Okay, substantiate it with some schemes.
Exactly. Okay, fine. So next, Girja.
The food industry of India serves as a catalyst for economic growth. It bridges the gap between agriculture and industry for a more prosperous future of the nation.
ज्ञानबाजी टाइप का लग रहा है ये भी, ठीक है?
Yes.
मजा नहीं है। दिव्यांशी।
So the food processing industry alone has a huge potential in India's vision of 5 trillion economy by integrating various ministerial schemes from Make in India to National Rural Health Mission and actualizing the Sustainable Developmental Goal 1, 2, 3, 9 and 12.
Good. Good. Accepted. वंदना, इतना सब लिखेंगे तो हम इसको फिर हमें बॉडी में डालना पड़ेगा, कंक्लूजन में ये सब एक साथ नहीं डालेंगे. It will be like vomiting in the conclusion. Megha.
So last what Ayushi said, it's same as that or?
Sorry?
Sir, अभी जो last जिसने बोला है जिन्होंने उन्हीं का जैसा ही है same.
Okay, fine. Ayushi.
According to Confederation of Indian Industry, Indian food processing industry has potential to attract $33 billion investment and will generate 9 million employment in 10 years. This could be achieved through technological upgradation, agricultural reforms, robust infrastructure, and government interventions.
Okay, I will just rephrase it as in the case of Abdul. Okay, so there is certain data कि इतना कर सकता है वो, ठीक है, potential it is there. Okay, suppose 20% it is. I'm not mentioning whatever you have mentioned. I'm saying that potential it is. Okay, so how I will say, either I will just say one of the schemes, okay, or recent steps of GOI, means Government of India, like PM Sampada or one more, etc., is on right direction to achieve the potential of 20%. Got my point, Ayushi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That it will leverage.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I just don't want to spoon feed, वरना मेरा ही introduction या conclusion सबको best लगने लगेगा, so I just leave it in between ताकि आप अपने आप बना लो उसके बाद. Okay, Shreya.
So ये लिखा है FPI in recent time has become more relevant as climate change has negatively influenced supply chain and food production. Therefore, India can be a driver for growth in this sector through interventions like PM Kisan Sampada, etc.
थोड़ा सा इसको restructure करना, जैसे अभी मैंने बताया ना, उस तरीके से, ठीक है, सेम चीज है. लंची.
ठीक है.
Going forward, the government need to ensure fairness by producers get a better realization of the money earned across the value chain. A policy regulation in this regard is the need of the hour.
Policy regulation, you are kind of suggesting something. Okay, so rather than suggesting something, you better say the steps that have been taken and appreciate it. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
I will just stop the screen sharing over here. First of all, like I literally am happy that you all have tried. Okay, so good try from all of you. First thing that I will say. गलत बोलना सही बोलना, it's completely fine. Okay, and some of you have literally given, I will say, at least 3 to 4 hours. For example, I can guess Megha, Kavya ne nahi di honge itne. Okay, but still Divyanshi, I will take all the doubt subject, don't you worry. नहीं जा रहा अभी मैं, मीटिंग एंड नहीं हुई है, रिकॉर्डिंग भी बंद नहीं हुई अभी, ठीक है. So it was a kind of pleasant session for me that you have put up the efforts on the expected lines. Okay, so with this session, I would like to conclude one more thing, that all the base building sessions have been there with you now. Okay, this session was literally, I will say, a kind of practice for you how to write answers. Now we will start answer writing within a day or two. Just let me have one call with the Vipin sir and the Himal ma'am. Post that, we will first start with the NCRT questions, one question per day. But within this week, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, not more than that, we will write Monday to Friday. And as discussed, one question a day. Then this is the competition that I throw for all of you. The grading is something like that I do. The efforts that you put, okay, the practice that you do. It's not about the one answer that I say. It's about the practice that you do on your own. For example, if I say one answer will be evaluated or will be reviewed or will be discussed, it's fine. Whether how many answers you are practicing on your own. So the people, those who will improve, they will be added to a group where 2 questions will be shared, starting from the NCRT only. Then they will be moved to the group where 2 questions will be there, but the UPSC level. Either PYQ it will be, or the mains people that those who have written with me this year, they have written the same questions. You will be getting the model answer for the same. For NCRT questions, we don't have the model answers. They will only be evaluated. And third category is the intensive practice, where you will be shared 3 questions per day. Okay. So what is the way to solve these questions? Suppose I'm giving you one question. Don't read whole modern history. Suppose the question is from the modern history. Read that particular part. If required, thank you, Divyanshi, at least. Else I was talking to myself. Okay, so it is like read that particular topic. If required, make short notes, yeah, notes as well. I will be taking now 2 sessions or 3 sessions of notes making as well. For the timing, I will say don't make all the notes. If required for that particular question, you can make the notes, but that will be not part of your notes. Whatever data, whatever things that you want to write on that paper, that one question will be 1 hour practice for you. Those who are on target 15 plus in the first batch and target 11 plus in the second batch, I am happy for you guys. I will not name the persons, but I really am happy with you guys. The reason for my happiness is that you guys now, if you give 1 hour, you will find that whatever target is there in the book, you have already completed. In the group, you have already completed the same. So you will be more focused about the answer writing skill. Certainly, you will be doing better. So that's what I say, that you put the efforts, you will be rewarding the same in the later stage. Okay. So those who have said that I will complete this certificate by this day, that day, that is why I just wanted to say you, like, if you do not complete, I'm the person that I will continue. I will not stop my batch for any one person. If you are moving ahead the batch, I am more than happy. You put n number of hours, you will get n plus 1 from my side. Okay, if you want to compete with them. There are people in this group only. Now they do have 24 hours only. Chalo, Mana, someone has joined me on the very first day. Just someone just trusted ki random Telegram channel hai. Let's join and start it out. Okay, it's completely fine. But still, it's not like that. I took a very I say with high pace in the starting, because first batch I always keep slow, because I too am a kind of person who wants the convergence, as the convergence ensures. Batch 1, batch 2 has the convergence, batch 3 do not have. So they will be watching the recordings, and then I will be having some extra efforts. We'll take some separate sessions. I will call upon you guys as well when the session is repeated. Okay, you can attend the same. This is how it is. Okay, that's how I work. So if you want to extract it, you have to put extra efforts. Else your why is weak. When I say your why is weak, it means you don't want to be the officer, or you are taking this exam very lightly. You have n number of excuses. So always remember, even in this batch, if one people is making excuse, there is another person who is putting extra hours. And I am with that person, the person who is putting extra hours. I'm making it very clear. I'm infamous for my hard talk, trash talks, whatever you can say. And I really do not care about it. I do not die for my image. I just die for my selections. Okay. So this is it. So you guys can be happy. You can have a thorough reading of that particular topic. Don't read whole modern history. If the question from the modern history, suppose it's from the Quit India movement, just read Quit India movement. One topic after Quit India movement, one topic before Quit India movement. That's how you have to stick. Just write it on paper and leave that paper. After at least 3-4 hours, read that paper, read the question, and write whatever you want to write. Weekly we will meet. Suppose if you write 5 questions, yes, we can discuss all the 5. When you will be writing 10 questions, we will discuss at least 6 to 7 questions in the sessions. Sometimes I will be there, sometimes Vipin sir will be there. So that's how we will meet frequently. And from October or say November onwards, not October onwards, it will be very intensive. In November, December, sometimes I take 3 sessions in a week. So we will meet more frequently. So this is it. Okay. So now my next 2 sessions will be on notes making. I will share certain notes with you as well, that how notes making is there, how you make comprehensive notes, how you make short notes as well. So as I said that you need not to worry until I asked. I cannot put all the things in my PDF, but at the same time, I have planned this batch very significantly. It's like I have run 9 batches 8 somewhere, 1 somewhere, total in the last 2-3 years. So I know what to provide, when to provide. I'm pretty much clear about it. Just have some faith and trust on me. Okay. This is it. That's it. Now, yes, Abhishek, your question.
सर कंक्लूजन में सॉल्यूशंस डाल सकते हैं?
Obviously.
ठीक है, ठीक है।
Okay.
तो जैसे थर्ड वाले क्वेश्चन का सर सॉल्यूशन मतलब कंक्लूजन ये था कि नीड ऑफ आर इज इंक्रीजिंग इन्वेस्टमेंट एंड स्ट्रेंथनिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर अलोंग विद बेटर R&D एंड ब्रांडिंग इंटरनेशनल मार्केट। सर ये मतलब मैंने देख के लिखा था, मतलब थोड़ा ऐसा नहीं कि
चलेगा।
मैंने अपने से लिखा। जी
चलेगा चलेगा, कोई इशू नहीं है। ठीक है, तो this is it. So on, I will say, a brighter side, this session was a good session for me because almost every one of you participated. Okay, so that's it, and good night. I hope everyone had their dinner. I'm going to have the same. Kavya, I'm just calling you within 2 minutes. Chalo then. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.